Did you know that 92% of people who set New Year's resolutions never achieve them? That's right, almost everyone gives up on their goals. And here's another shocking fact. Studies show that only 15% of people actually feel engaged in their jobs. If you feel stuck, frustrated, or like you're not reaching your full potential, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Change is possible. You don't have to wait years to see real transformation. In just 6 months, you can completely change the direction of your life. It all starts with the right mindset, small daily actions, and taking charge of your leadership potential. In this video, I'm going to share my 5-step process that can help you reset your life, unlock your inner leader, and start making an impact. You'll discover simple but powerful strategies that will guide you toward greater success, happiness, and fulfillment. So, are you ready to take control and change your life? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Leadership Reset. Why your life needs a reboot. Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle, going through the motions but not really growing? Most of us get caught in this routine. In fact, a 2023 study by Gallup found that 85% of employees worldwide are not engaged at work. This lack of engagement often happens when we stop challenging ourselves. That's why leadership isn't just for managers or CEOs. It's about taking ownership of your own life. If you're not actively leading your life, someone or something else is. The first step in my 5-step process is to reset your mindset. Imagine hitting a reset button on your life. Instead of waiting for things to change, take control and decide that you are the change. Research from the University of California has shown that those who practice self-reflection are 23% more likely to improve their productivity and success. The key is to stop thinking like a passenger and start thinking like the driver. Start by asking yourself, what do I truly want? You don't have to have all the answers right away. Just begin by acknowledging that you have the power to lead your own life. A great leader doesn't just tell others what to do, they make decisions that impact their own future. When you take responsibility for your growth, everything else follows. Don't let external circumstances define your direction. By shifting your mindset, you can break free from the limitations you've placed on yourself. A simple exercise to begin this reset is journaling. Writing down your thoughts helps you separate yourself from external distractions and reflect on your desires. Make this a habit, and you'll see your perspective shift in just a few weeks. This reset requires you to let go of the past. As John C. Maxwell, leadership expert, says, you cannot go back and start a new beginning, but you can start today and make a new ending. Don't hold on to past failures or missed opportunities. Instead, focus on the future you want to create. Chapter 2. Master the Power of Self-Awareness. The leadership superpower self-awareness is one of the most powerful tools in any leader's arsenal, yet it's often overlooked. In fact, studies show that leaders who are highly self-aware are 10 times more likely to be successful. This skill helps you understand your strengths, weaknesses, and how your actions affect others. But it's not just about knowing your skills, it's about understanding your emotions, too. The first step in developing self-awareness is mindfulness. In fact, research from Harvard University suggests that mindfulness practices improve emotional regulation, decision-making, and leadership effectiveness. Try setting aside 5 minutes each morning to sit in silence. Pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and body. This small act of awareness can transform your leadership ability. Once you've developed this awareness, the next step is self-assessment. Take a hard look at your strengths and weaknesses. What are the areas where you excel, and where do you struggle? Don't be afraid to ask for feedback from others. It can be uncomfortable, but feedback is one of the quickest ways to understand how you're perceived as a leader. Self-awareness also means recognizing your blind spots. These are areas where you may not be aware of your own weaknesses or biases. According to a study from the Korn Ferry Institute, 60% of executives report having at least one leadership blind spot. Being aware of these gaps allows you to address them head-on, leading to better decision-making. You can also track your emotional responses. Keep a feelings journal, where you note your emotional reactions throughout the day. Over time, This will help you spot patterns and triggers, giving you the tools to manage your emotions in high-pressure situations. The more you understand yourself, the better leader you become. Chapter 3. Courageous Conversations. Lead by embracing discomfort. Great leaders don't avoid tough conversations, they lean into them. Whether it's providing feedback, discussing difficult topics with a colleague, or confronting issues in your personal life, courageous conversations are vital for leadership. Research by Vital Smarts shows that 80% of employees would rather avoid confrontation than face it head-on. But avoiding these conversations only leads to more problems down the line. The key to having courageous conversations is preparation. Know what you want to achieve, and make sure the conversation is focused on solutions, not blame. According to best-selling author Kim Scott, the author of Radical Candor, the best leaders are those who care personally but challenge directly. This approach builds trust and drives better results. Before you dive into a difficult conversation, take a moment to breathe. This helps you stay calm and focused. Don't let your emotions control the conversation, let your facts and goals guide it instead. In fact, a study by the American Management Association found that 92% of leaders who practice emotional control during tough talks are seen as more effective by their teams. Another strategy is to actively listen. Listening may sound simple, but it's a powerful tool for leadership. It shows respect and allows you to understand the other person's perspective. Research from the International Listening Association indicates that listening improves communication and problem-solving by 35%. Sometimes, these conversations can get heated. When they do, don't back down. Stand firm in your values, but stay open to feedback. Leaders who remain calm and composed, even when challenged, are often seen as more credible. Remember, courageous conversations are about building better relationships and growing as a leader. If you're finding this content helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the rest of the steps to change your life. Chapter 4. The Leadership Habit Blueprint. Small shifts for big wins. To truly change your life, you need to build the right habits. Small, consistent actions often lead to the biggest results. According to a study by the European Journal of Social Psychology, it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit, so don't expect overnight results. The good news? You don't have to make drastic changes to see massive progress. Start by identifying the habits that align with your leadership goals. Want to be more productive? Start by setting aside 30 minutes each morning for uninterrupted focus. Research shows that deep work without distractions, boosts productivity by 5x. If you can make this simple habit a part of your day, you'll begin seeing results. Another powerful strategy is habit stacking. This method, popularized by James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, involves linking a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already drink coffee every morning, use that time to plan your day or write down your goals. It's an easy way to add productive habits into your routine without feeling overwhelmed. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small daily wins add up over time. Studies show that people who track their progress are 25% more likely to stick with their goals. Keep a habit tracker or journal to mark off your victories, no matter how small. This will keep you motivated and on track. You should also embrace failure as part of the process. We often give up too soon when we hit obstacles. But, according to research from the University of Scranton, 92% of people fail to achieve their New Year's resolutions because they don't learn from setbacks. Instead of getting discouraged, view failure as an opportunity to adjust and try again. Remember that successful leaders are simply people who have mastered the art of consistent action. Focus on daily routines, even if they're small. Over time, these habits will become second nature, setting you up for long-term success. Chapter 5. From Vision to Execution. The art of getting things done. The most successful leaders aren't the ones with the best ideas. They're the ones who can turn their ideas into reality. In fact, research from the Harvard Business Review shows that 80% of business strategies fail due to poor execution. This means that without a solid plan, even the best vision is just a dream. To start executing better, you need to set clear, achievable goals. Break down your big vision into smaller tasks. For instance, if your goal is to launch a business, break it down into key milestones like creating a website, marketing your product, and reaching out to potential customers. A report by the Dominican University of California found that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Another powerful execution strategy is time blocking. Time blocking involves scheduling specific blocks of time for particular tasks. A study by the American Psychological Association found that this method can help reduce stress and increase focus by 30%. Start by dedicating focused time to your most important tasks each day and stick to the schedule. Also, learn to prioritize. According to Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you should focus on important, not urgent, tasks. Prioritizing what truly matters will ensure you're moving closer to your vision every day. Use tools like the Eisenhower Matrix to differentiate between tasks that require immediate attention and those that don't. Execution also requires strong decision-making skills. A study by McKinsey found that leaders who make decisions quickly and confidently tend to see greater success. Don't overthink. Once you've gathered enough information, trust your instincts and move forward. The more decisions you make, the better you'll get at them. Lastly, stay accountable. One of the best ways to ensure you're executing on your goals is by telling someone about them. A study from the Dominican University of California found that people who share their goals with others are 33% more likely to achieve them. Find an accountability partner or mentor who can check in on your progress. Chapter 6. Your Leadership Legacy. How to lead with impact that lasts. True leadership isn't about just getting results, it's about leaving a lasting impact. Building a leadership legacy starts with understanding that your actions influence others. Research from Gallup shows that employees who feel their leaders care about them are 59% more likely to be engaged at work. When you lead with intention, you inspire others to do the same. Start by thinking about the kind of leader you want to be. How do you want to be remembered? According to leadership expert John Maxwell, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. The impact you make isn't defined by your title or role. It's defined by the lives you touch and the changes you create. One way to create a lasting leadership legacy is by mentoring others. A study by the American Society for Training and Development found that people who have mentors are 5 times more likely to be promoted. By helping others grow, you not only make a difference in their lives but also reinforce your own leadership qualities. Next, focus on building trust. Trust is the cornerstone of effective leadership. According to a study by the Center for Creative Leadership, leaders who build trust are 3x more likely to succeed in their roles. You build trust by being consistent, transparent, and empathetic. Always be honest, even when the truth is difficult. A powerful leadership legacy also involves fostering a culture of collaboration. Encourage your team or those around you to work together toward a shared goal. Research from Google's Project Aristotle found that teams who collaborate effectively have 2x the performance of those who don't. When you create an environment where people feel heard and valued, you leave a positive and lasting impact. Finally, remember that leadership is about service. As Robert K. Greenleaf, the father of servant leadership, once said, "Good leaders must first become good servants." When you lead by serving others, whether it's helping your team or contributing to your community, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate reach. In the end, your leadership legacy is built not on what you achieve, but on the people you empower. If you found this process helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more valuable tips on how to lead a life of impact and success.